Hello. If you experience blood sugar spikes, feel tired after meals, or struggle to keep your glucose levels under control, you probably already know this doesn't happen by accident. What many people don't realize is that the problem often starts much deeper, with inflammation in the body and how your cells respond to insulin. And here's what truly impressed researchers. Science has discovered that cloves may act directly on some of these metabolic pathways. In this video, I'll explain how that works, why it matters, and how you can use cloves correctly. Stay with me until the end. You're really going to love what you're about to learn. Before we dive in, let me ask you something. Do you regularly use cloves in your daily routine, or do you only use them for special recipes? And where in the world are you watching from? Let me know in the comments. I love reading them. Also, don't forget to like this video. It helps the channel a lot. And if you know someone who's looking for natural complementary ways to support healthy blood sugar levels, feel free to share this video with them. Most people think of cloves as just a fragrant spice, delicious, aromatic, and perfect for flavoring food. But cloves are much more than that. They're rich in polyphenols and bioactive compounds, especially eugenol, which is the main active compound in cloves. They also contain flavonoids and other phenolic compounds with powerful antioxidant effects. And from a metabolic perspective, this is very important. We already know from science that oxidative stress worsens insulin resistance. Low-grade chronic inflammation is also closely linked to higher blood sugar levels. So anything that helps reduce inflammation and oxidative damage may indirectly support better metabolic control. This is where cloves really stand out. What draws scientific attention isn't that cloves suddenly lower blood sugar like a medication would. That's not the point. The real value is how cloves help modulate specific metabolic pathways. Experimental and preclinical studies suggest that cloves may improve insulin sensitivity, reduce excessive glucose production in the liver, known as gluconeogenesis, protect pancreatic cells from oxidative damage, help regulate enzymes involved in glucose metabolism. So no, cloves are not a drug that instantly drops your blood sugar. But they may help create a metabolic environment that's less resistant to insulin, and that can lead to very meaningful benefits over time. This leads to a very common question I hear. Why does my blood sugar seem lower when I drink clove tea or start using cloves regularly? And here's what many people don't consider. When someone starts using cloves consistently, whether as a tea, infusion, or seasoning, they often also reduce refined sugar intake, eat fewer sweets, snack less, and experience better digestion. At the same time, there's the anti-inflammatory effect we talked about earlier. On top of that, cloves may slightly slow gastric emptying and help modulate the glycemic response after meals. In practical terms, this can mean smaller blood sugar spikes and a better overall sense of glucose control. Another important point is the liver. A large portion of the glucose circulating in your blood comes from glucose stored in the liver as glycogen. The phenolic compounds in cloves may help reduce inflammatory signals in the liver and influence enzymes involved in glucose production. That is why these effects tend to be gradual and are more noticeable in people with insulin resistance. Of course, cloves do not replace dietary changes and they do not replace medication, but when used as a complementary strategy, cloves, including clove tea, may support better blood sugar balance. The good news is that cloves are easy and enjoyable to use in daily life. You can prepare a simple infusion using 1 or 2 crushed cloves. If you crush them lightly with a mortar, just pour hot water over them and let it steep for about 15 minutes. If you don't crush them, then a short decoction, gently boiling them, helps extract the compounds. You can safely drink 1 to 2 cups per day. There's no need for more than that. Cloves are also excellent in cooking. You can sprinkle crushed cloves over fruit, add them to fruit salads, homemade sugar-free desserts, or even use them in savory dishes like ground meat or vegetables for a warm, slightly exotic flavor. Tell me in the comments, have you ever used cloves in savory recipes or only in desserts? Now, one very important warning, do not use clove essential oil internally. Essential oils are not standardized extracts and can contain extremely high concentrations of active compounds, which may be harmful when ingested. If you're looking for benefits, stick to cloves in their natural form, teas, infusions, or culinary use. And if you have diabetes, another medical condition, or take medications, and you're unsure whether cloves are right for you, or what amount and timing would be best, always talk to your doctor or nutritionist. This video is for educational purposes only. Here on the channel, I also have many other videos about blood sugar control, nutrition, and liver health. I'll leave the playlists linked in the description below. Let me know how often you use cloves and how you usually include them in your routine. Don't forget to like the video, that really helps, and share it with someone who could benefit from this information. If you want to keep learning about health and nutrition, be sure to check out these other videos on the channel. 3 dangerous mistakes for people over 50. Detect them early and take 1 tablespoon of olive oil before bed and see these 10 benefits. Remember, your health is your greatest investment. Let's take care of it together. See you in the next video. Thank you so much.